Good morning, students. I am Neeru James, your SST teacher, and in this video, I am going to teach you Chapter 2 of Economics, Sectors of the Indian Economy. You have find that people are engaged in various economic activities. Some of these activities including in the production of goods and others are producing services. And these activities are happening around us. You can find number of people are busy in such type of activities. What do you understand by these activities? Can you name these activities? Yes, definitely we can tell these activities by the name, that is economic activity. Why we will say them economic activity? Because doing the production of goods and services, people are earning money, and that is why they are known as economic activity. You can differentiate economic activity with other activities with the example. Suppose one lady is there and she is teaching in school. So that lady is engaged in the economic activity because while she is teaching in the school to the students, for that she is going to be paid. Other hand, same lady, if she is teaching her child at home, that time that activity will not be included in economic activity because for that work of teaching to her child she is not going to pay. So there are number of economic activities you can see around you, and these activities, some of them are included: farming, shopkeeping, manufacturing, teaching, work of doctor, or hawkers are selling fruits and vegetables, electricians are doing their work, engineers are doing their work. There are so many works which are done or which are included in the production of goods and services, and in return people are getting money. So these activities are classified, or you can say in Indian economy there are number of sectors which are classified, and these sectors are classified on three bases that we will discuss in this chapter. These three bases are on the basis of economic activity, on the basis of organization, and on the basis of ownership. We will take first on the basis of economic activities. There are three sectors in Indian economy. These three sectors are: number one is primary sector, number two is secondary sector, number three is tertiary sector. So here we are going to in detail about primary sector, secondary sector, and tertiary sector. First, let's once again revise the economic activity. The activity concerned with the production of goods and services, hence earning of income, is known as economic activity, and for that it is divided. The economy is classified on three sectors on the basis of economic activity: primary, secondary, and tertiary sector. Now, primary sector if you will take, so primary sector, first I would say you that what is the other name of primary sector. So you can say primary sector is also known as agricultural and related sector. Now, in primary sector, what are the activities included? We will start it with the examples. Here, things which are included in it are work of agriculture, fishing, mining, forestry, etc. Other than this, you can include in this animal husbandry also, and forestry and fishing is also already here, so we will not repeat it again. So these are the example of primary sector. And why it is called primary sector? Because this sector or the activities which are carried out in this sector are done with the help of natural resources. We can say that the activities which are done in primary sectors are including exploitation of natural goods, and you can say that it is the form or it is making the base for the other productive activities. One by one we will take the example. From agriculture we will take the example of production of cotton. When cotton is produced, natural resources such as rainfall, sunshine, climate, soil, water, all these things are used and cotton is produced by farmer. So in this way we can say it is primary sector, included in primary sector. Same way dairy farming or animal rearing is also including the biological process in it and in the production of fodder, that is animals are feed on that fodder and these animals are mostly reared to use them in agriculture as well as to provide milk and milk products. Third example we will see here, mineral and ores are taken from natural resources and they are used to make the base for other products to make, and that is why it is included in primary sector. Now we will discuss secondary sector. So secondary sector is the sector in which natural products are changed in the other form through manufacturing. In this sector, main thing we will include here that in this sector manufacturing is involved, or you can say raw material we are changing with the help of manufacturing as well as with the help of industries. So the transformation take place in the industries with the help of manufacturing. Whose transformation? Raw material. Again you can take the example, we are using cotton and that cotton is spun in the yarn and yarn is used to weave cloth. So that is going with the process of manufacturing and that is why it is included in the secondary sector, because here we are using industries as well as technology to change the raw material into finished goods. So secondary sector include activities which transform the raw material into finished goods with the help of industry and manufacturing. Now, what is the importance of secondary sector if we will discuss here? So, the secondary sector is very important as it converts the raw material into finished goods, and if raw material will not change in the finished good with the help of manufacturing or industries, that time this raw material will remain unutilized, means there will not be any chance to utilize such a raw material. You can take the example of sugar cane. If we will cut the sugar cane from the farms and bring it at our home, and papa is in hurry to go in office and he is waiting for his tea, and mummy is going to crush the sugar cane and then making tea, so it will take lots of time. So when manufacturing will be there, that time what will happen, that sugar cane will be transformed in the form of sugar, and that sugar is the easy material that can be used to make tea for papa who is in hurry to go to office. Am I right? Yeah, correct. So example here, manufacturing including car making, cloth making, sugar making, and you can say that earth we are using to make brick, and that brick we are using to make a house. Okay, we have finished primary sector and secondary sector. I would say that all these sectors, primary, secondary and tertiary, are interdependent on one another. Before that, we will discuss about the tertiary sector. Now, the third sector is known as a tertiary sector, and other name also you can give it, that is service sector. Why it is service sector? Because in this sector production of goods is not included. It is not including the activities which are engaged in the production of goods, but it is supporting the production process. Okay, and or you can say that it is providing its service to produce the goods, whether in the primary sector or secondary sector, that does not mean, but the services which are helping in the production of goods, such services are included in a tertiary sector. And there are number of services which are directly or indirectly included in these. They are helping in the development of other two sectors. And I would say that tertiary sector generates services rather than goods. Take the example: transportation, banking, communication, and indirectly if you will take, that is coming the work of teaching. Transportation, you can understand it with the help of like this, that when things are produced in farm, so they are transported to the industries or in the market, and for that people or farmer need trucks or train to sell the things to the market. Okay, so transportation is included in that, and then things are sold to the wholesale or retail shop. Then communication is required to talk, to give order or for the payment. Then bank is also one of the service which is providing money, or people are depositing their surplus money in the bank, so that is also helping them in the production of goods, because in future they will use that money to buy the different implements which are used in the agricultural sector or manufacturing sector. Manufacturing, they can buy, use that deposited money to buy some machinery or some raw material. In agricultural good, they can buy the fertilizers, insecticides, or some irrigation implements. Okay, so storage is also included to store the products, and it is also one kind of tertiary sector. So essential services are not only included in this directly to help in the production, but there are number of people who are providing their services to help out the work of primary as well as secondary sector. These services are service of doctor, teacher, washerman, barber, and administrative services are also there. And now contemporary world, we can see there are some new services also introduced. These are IT sector, ATM, internet cafe, then car centers, then software companies, etc. Now, as I told you before also, that all these three sectors are interdependent on one another, so that we are going to discuss here. Interdependence of three sector on one another. Here, through example or through the production of cotton, we will discuss here. In primary sector, cotton is grown and picked on a cotton farm, and from there that cotton is processed to cloth, and which is now going to be sewn into the clothes, and these clothes can be shirt, jeans, or some other type of cloth. And when from in the manufacturing sector, these clothes, these stitched clothes are produced. After that, what happen, they are reaching to the wholesale market, or you can say retailer shop, and that is included in tertiary sector. From there, people are buying finished goods such as shirt or cloth, etc. So we can say that in the process of the production of cotton, primary, secondary sector, and tertiary sector. From the production of cotton to the shirt, you can take the example, all three are interdependent on one another. Not only these, but there are some other services are also included in this, such as banking, transportation, communication, storage services, etc. All they are also needed in that. Now, in previous slide, I told you that final good. So final good is referred to the finished good which is sold in the market. We have seen the example of cotton, and with the use of cotton, yarn was weaved, spin, and then after spinning yarn, cloth was weaved, and after that using that cloth, shirt was sewn. So in this way, shirt was the final good, or you can say finished goods. So final good is referred to the finished good which is sold in the market. Intermediate goods are included goods which are helping in the production of final good. Goods which are used by the producer for the production of other goods. Such type of goods are known as intermediate goods. During example, during exam, this one mark difference is asked many times in your exams, that what is final good and what is intermediate good. Okay. Now, I hope that you have understand the meaning of final good and intermediate good. We can see it with one more example. Here, if you will see in the slide, you can find here some nuts are there, milk is there, wheat is there, sugar, oil, and some essence are there. They all are together, put together, and then outcome or result is coming, that is biscuit. And here biscuit is a final good. In this way, when we will calculate the value of these goods, in that time, for the calculation of value of good, we will include only the value of final good, that is biscuit. Because when nuts, milk, wheat, sugar, oil, or essence, or some other goods are used in the production of biscuit, they already included their value in that, the price of biscuit. So always we will calculate the price of final good, not the other intermediate goods. This we will see here with detailed study. So here, different goods are produced in the sector, may be measured in different units like kilogram or liters or milliliters, etc. But the final, or to find the total production in the particular sector, we need to add the price or value of final good. Here you will see the example of, if we will see, the 1 kg of wheat price is 8 rupees, and there is 50,000 kg of wheat. So what will be the price of 50,000 kg of wheat? It is 4 lakh rupees. Okay. Then in that value, if we will include the value of flour, take the example here, from flour meal is selling goods or flour at the price of 10 rupees kg. So we will not include this value of wheat in this, because flour meal is taking 10 rupees kg, that is including 8 rupees for the wheat plus converting it in the flour, and that flour included altogether giving 10 rupees kg. 1 kg flour is sold out at the rate of 10 rupees kg. Okay. After that, what happened, when biscuit company is producing biscuit, that biscuit company is selling it at the one packet at the price of 15 rupees. So again, flour will not be included in this, because that 10 rupees is included with the price of biscuit. 10 rupees plus oil is included in it, plus sugar is included in it, and after the adding all these oil, flour, sugar, the price of biscuit is coming, that is one packet at the rate of 15 rupees, and this biscuit packet is reaching to the consumer. So here we will say that we will count only the value of final good not the value of wheat or not the value of flour. Now, what is gross domestic product? So, the previous example, that final good and intermediate good, we understand to understand the meaning of gross domestic product. So, gross domestic product is the value of final goods and services which are produced within the country during a particular year. The definition of GDP is the value of final goods which as well as services which are produced within a country in a particular year, they are known as gross domestic product, or you can say GDP. And in this we will calculate when we will calculate the sum of production of three sector, total production in the country, that is known as a gross domestic product. Okay. Now we will meet in next video with the difference between organized sector and unorganized sector.